Hello everyone, welcome to Tech Sharmit. In this session, we will discuss about another topic related to HTML list. If you remember, in our previous session, we discussed few ways to customize your list in order to achieve a particular condition, or maybe in order to start the list from a particular position. So this session is in the continuation of the same, where we will discuss few more scenarios, few more requirement, and we'll try to customize the list as per our own requirement. Okay. But before we start the session, I would like to recommend you to please go and check out the previously published sessions first, because these all sessions are in proper sequence and sync. So if you follow them sequentially, then it would be really very easy for you to understand the ongoing topic. Okay, because for now we are not going to discuss about basic thing, because we have already covered all those basic things like what is list, how we can use it, what are the advantage. These all things we have already discussed. For now we are just focusing on customizing the list, how we can customize the list. Okay, so that's why I'm recommending you to please go and check out the previously published sessions first, because this entire playlist in a proper sequence and sync, and if you follow them sequentially, then it would be really very easy for you to understand the ongoing topic. Okay, fine. So for now we are just going to start with the same code. Here you can see we have very basic HTML code written over here. Okay, where we have just mentioned one comment line as well as some text you can see. Okay, just a heading. So let me save this and show you it on browser, so you can see it is coming like this: HTML by Sharmit. All right. Now what we will do, we will understand the requirement first, and accordingly we will customize the list. But to understand that, what we will do, we do need a list, at least one list, ordered list. So let's create that. So here I will write uh, firstly the heading, ordered list, and in bracket I would write it as default. Okay, fine. So we are ready with this heading. Now save it and refresh it. Ordered list default. Now what we will do, we will create one ordered list here. So OL, which is an ordered list, and here I will write li list item. So for example, I want to list down some programming languages. Okay, so HTML li. Here I will write COBOL. Then next is maybe Java or Python, we can say. All right, so these are the three items. Let's keep it three for now. So if I save it and if I refresh my list, you will see it is coming this way, where sequence is in numbering order. Now my question is, in the last session we discussed how to start a list from a specific position by using start attribute, right? That is okay, but there we didn't discuss about what about the alphabetical order. Let's say we are using type keyword, type property as well, type attribute as well with the content, and with that type attribute, how we can start. For example, I want to start it from ABCD, but from that I want to reorder it from D maybe. So how is it possible? Let me explain you in a simpler terms. Let's add first a list. So here I will write h3 ordered list, and here I will put starting from a particular character, or maybe alphabet, we can say alphabet. Okay, and here I will in bracket, or maybe after hyphen I would write like this: type list type equal a or small a. Okay, fine, and let's close the bracket. Now this is the heading, just a heading, nothing else. So just a heading, order list starting from a particular alphabet, list type a or a. Now we will create the list. So to create the list, let's go with ol tag. Here we will write li, maybe we can put some data, for example cricket, and then li again football. Okay, then we will put again li, and this time we would put as basketball. Okay, let me change Alright, so we are ready with it. Let's refresh it. But we have not applied any type yet. So let's apply type as well. And if you don't know what is type, why we are using it, then maybe you can check the previous session because there we have already discussed it. For now, we are just focusing on the starting position. Okay. So let me add type here. So I will write type and I'll apply for A. Now if I save the code and refresh my browser, you will see the list is starting from capital A to capital C, A, B, C. In this situation, if I want to start my list from C itself, then is it possible or not? Yes, it is possible. So what we will do, because we know that start is the attribute that we use, right? So let's go with start. So should I put C here, which we discussed in last session? If I save it and refresh it, no, it is not impacting anything. Why? Because we are trying to put C. We are trying to start with C, and this is not a possible value. Okay, if you want to start your list from letter or alphabet C, then in that case what you can do, you can put it as 3. Why? Now some of you might be getting confused, like we are not dealing with the numbers, then why we are putting the number? Because we are going to reorder it from a particular alphabet or the character, but instead of putting D, you can simply put, instead of putting C, you can simply put 3, because C is on third position. So A is 1, B is 2, and C is 3. Now if I save my code and refresh my screen, you will see now the list is started from C, D, and E. Okay, so this is the best way to start your list from a particular alphabet when your list type is A or small a. Same goes with small a, because small a is also used to list down the data in a alphabetical order. So if I refresh it, you will find C is cricket, football, and basketball. Okay, but order is from C itself. Okay, so it doesn't matter whether you are using capital A or small a, it will work as expected. But always make sure that you, in start attribute, you are providing the value as numeric, not as a letters. Okay, because if you try to resequence it using letters, then it will for sure not impact anything on the web browser. But if you are providing the list of numbers, it will for sure work for you. Okay, all right. My question is, what would be the result if we try the same thing but through a Roman number? Is it, will it work? Let me show you. So here I will put it as I instead of A. Let's put it I and small I. So starting from a particular position, let's keep it as position for now. Position. Okay, fine. Now instead of this data, let me change it so that you can see it properly. So let's add some city name here, Jaipur. Then we will put it as Mumbai. Okay, and here we will put it as Pune. Now save it and refresh it. So after the refresh, you will find list is coming in a Roman number but from a specific position, and the position we have already specified as 3. So if you want to start it from 4, you can change it to 4, and now you can see it is starting from 4. The data is sequenced in a Roman number itself but in a from a particular position. So this is the advantage of using start with type keyword. Same goes with small I. Let's say if I go with small I and if I save my code and refresh it, you will see it is started from a particular position in a small Roman number letters. Okay, for now I'm just changing it back to I and capital A because I don't want to show anything in a small letter. I just like to see it in a capital, so that's why I just change it. Okay, fine. So far, like, we have discussed 3 things. First is how to populate the default list, which we all know, right? Then how we can start from a particular alphabet or character when the list type is A or small a. Then next, later we see how we can list down the data from a particular position when the list type is capital I or small I. We are good with it. Okay, now we will discuss another requirement, and that is very important one. What will happen, like, if you want, what you will do when you want to start the list from a particular number but not the entire sequence, from a particular row. Let me show you what I'm saying. Starting from a per, uh, or maybe we can changing the value of sequence from midway position. Okay, so instead of following the entire list, what will happen if I want to change it from a midway? Okay, so let me save it like this. Here we will write for example uh, car. Always try with always practice with a good data, right? Because if you go with a random data, it will not give that much of clarity. Okay, so it's better to put everything in a proper manner. So instead of we don't need it, I'm just removing it, save it and refresh it. So the title is changing the value of a sequence from midway position. So here you can see the list is started from 1 to 3, but from here I want to keep the first one as same, but from second position I want to start from 20. So is it possible? Yes. And for that you need to write the thing in the list item. So here I will write value 20, then simply save it and refresh it. So now you can see one is same, even though like if there are more data it would same, but after that it would become 20. So to give you a more clarity, let's add this list as well here. Okay, so I'll just copy it here, paste it here, save it and refresh it. So now you can see 1 2 3 4 is okay, but after that it is started from 20 because my position is now changed. So wherever I write this thing, it will be considered from there only. So let's say I want to start from Pune. Okay, so after city I want to start a sequence from 20. After sequence means I want to start it from here. It totally depend on your situation. Okay, so if I want to start like for city I want to go with 1 2 3, but from car I want to switch to 20 21 22. Okay, so this is how we can utilize this value attribute with list item. I hope it is clear to all of you. In the next session we will discuss few more things. So thank you for watching Tech Sharmit.